Hello, Global Walkout family. It is day number 1 of the Global Walkout, and it is really exciting. I, of course, had to go down the street with some cash and some of these little cards because I wanted to do it myself to know exactly what to expect. Now, it's just the first day, so I had some errands to run, and I went out there with my cards. They fit perfectly in my wallet, so it was really, really easy. And I went to at least 6 different vendors for little things here and there. And every single one of the people I gave the little piece of paper to they looked at it. I saw them reading it. They weren't unhappy to get it. And they were like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And this is the part of the story that I really want. And I'll let you know how I do it is I just give the cash and then I give the little piece of paper at the same time, and I say, oh look, this little piece of paper is just for you. We're doing a campaign to try to raise awareness about how important it is to keep cash alive, and you can read this in your own time. And they're like, oh, thank you. And it's like something different for them. They've been sitting there dealing with customers all day, and something different comes up. It's kind of interesting, I think. Anyway, the story I want to share with you is there was one shop where part of me didn't want to give the piece of paper because they were of they were of Asian descent. It was a sushi place and it was a little bit busy, and I was only buying something really small, and I almost didn't give the piece of paper. But I thought to myself, my goodness, Monica, if you don't do it, then how the heck is anyone else? Like, you cannot not do it. Anyway, so I gave it to her, and you should have seen how happy she was. She said, oh, we're a small business, and people, they try to buy one sushi roll for $3, and the transaction fee can be up to 30 cents for that one transaction. So we lose a lot of money, and we're really struggling. And it's so nice that some people are out there actually caring about local business, because the first point on that piece of card is that we want to save businesses money on transaction fees, and we also want to help them control their profits more as well. She was so appreciative, and I left the piece of paper, and I saw her looking it up straight away. And I know that this to some people is lame, right? It's like, no, we need to, I get it, like the anger and all that. I get it. For the last 2 years, that's what I've been doing too. And it's just that, like, they have been planning this for decades, maybe over a century, right? That's arguable. And we're a lot of us are only catching up now. And unfortunately, I wish there was a quick fix. And we tried the quick fix over the last 2.5 years, didn't we? We all convoyed to our capital cities, and we tried all that stuff. And we're still going to do it again, obviously. Like, there's a time and a place for all of that. But, like, unfortunately, it's going to be a long road. And if you're not willing to put in the hard yards, and when I say the hard yards, what we're doing isn't even that hard. It's fun. But, like, we need to understand, I think, I've had to understand that it's not going to be over tomorrow, and that I need to find a way to live peacefully, even within the chaos, but do a little bit by bit by bit, So this may seem really silly to people. They're like, they've been waiting 6 weeks for the global walkout, and then it's just, oh, let's use cash this week and give this little piece of card to people. I know it might seem lame to you, but why not? We haven't tried it before on a global scale, and next week it's going to be something different, and then the week after that it's going to be something different. If this one doesn't resonate with you, then don't do it. If the next one does, then do that. Like, no one's forcing anyone to do anything here. It's just an idea, and it hasn't been done in this exact way before, and there's so many great people behind it, and I just think it's worth a shot. And if it doesn't work, then we're going to do something else. Like, it's okay, I just want to find a peaceful resolution that is unifying and empowering. And I'm telling you, when I was giving that little piece of paper to that Asian lady today, and she thanked me, I felt empowered in that moment. I felt good in that moment. And even if that piece of paper doesn't beat tyranny on its own, because it won't, that moment was worth it. That moment was worth it. And I hope that as many of you out there have as many of those moments as possible. And, we're just going to keep going. And next week it's going to be something different. And yeah. Anyway, it's going to be a journey and it's going to get more interesting. Trust me. We're starting off slow, or some people might say lame, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. We're starting off slow and it's going to get more interesting. Just you wait. And also, as a tip, just before I leave you guys, whenever there's a new movement that gets a bit of attention, along with that comes lots of trolls. And we can't really manage all the trolls. And I will let you know that on this page, we will delete people who are defamatory or rude for no reason and just obnoxious and terrible and just name call. We're going to delete and block and ban those people. But if they're just saying like not so mean things, we're probably going to leave them on there. And my suggestion to you is be super nice back to them. If you're going to communicate with them at all, don't waste your energy arguing with these people, because that's exactly what they want. Okay, so if they call you a tinfoil hat wearer, say, "Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'm sure you have really nice hats at your house. Have a lovely day. Thanks for commenting." It's like they're like, "What?" It messes with them. Anyway, they're gonna see this anyway, so they're gonna know that I've told you that. But don't argue with them, okay? Like I said, we'll delete the ones that are inappropriate and stuff like that. But you know, anyway, it just means that it's getting out there, so that's a good thing. All right, guys, happy Global Walkout Day #1 ever, and I'll see you guys tomorrow or the next day or whatever. And it's been fun.